Welcome to Lights Gone On, with David inviting you into a tribute space where remarkable lives are remembered with honor and warmth. This channel shines a light on iconic figures from film, music, sports, and culture whose presence shaped generations. Through each story, we celebrate their impact, cherish their memory, and keep the spirit of their legacy glowing for years to come. J. Michael Bishop, the renowned American scientist whose groundbreaking work transformed the understanding of cancer, has passed away at the age of 90 in San Francisco following complications from pneumonia. Alongside his longtime colleague Harold Varmus, Bishop helped discover that normal human genes can become cancer-causing when altered. This breakthrough changed the direction of cancer research forever and earned the pair the 1989 Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine. For decades, Bishop remained deeply connected to University of California, San Francisco, where he taught, mentored young researchers, and later served as chancellor. Known for his calm nature and thoughtful leadership, he inspired generations of scientists and medical students who admired both his brilliance and humility. His work helped scientists better understand how cancer develops and opened the door to many modern treatments and targeted therapies used today. More than his awards and achievements, Bishop will be remembered for his dedication to science, education, and the lasting impact he made on medicine and human health around the world. Michael Sandel's discussion on justice begins with a simple but powerful question. How do we decide what is truly right? He explains that people often judge decisions by looking at the outcome. If a choice helps more people or creates greater overall good, many feel it is the better option. This way of thinking focuses mainly on results and practical benefits, but moral decisions become more difficult when emotions, personal involvement, and responsibility enter the picture. Even when the outcome seems positive, people may still feel uncomfortable if the action itself appears unfair or morally questionable. This shows that ethics is not only about results, it is also about the principles behind our actions. From this idea, two major approaches to morality emerge. One approach values consequences and overall benefit, while the other emphasizes duties, values, and personal integrity. These perspectives often lead people to very different conclusions. Sandel suggests that philosophy matters because it pushes us to question our assumptions. By reflecting on difficult questions, we better understand our beliefs, our choices, and the values that guide everyday life. Mary Beth Hurt was celebrated for a rare kind of acting built on restraint, intelligence, and emotional honesty. Her passing at the age of 79 in Jersey City, after living with Alzheimer's disease, marks the end of a remarkable artistic journey that touched audiences across generations. She possessed a calm yet deeply expressive screen presence that allowed even her quietest moments to carry extraordinary emotional weight. Rather than relying on dramatic gestures, she communicated vulnerability and strength through subtle expression and thoughtful performance. Memorable roles and lasting influence. Her performance in Interiors alongside Diane Keaton remains one of the defining achievements of her career and helped establish the emotional seriousness of Woody Allen's early dramatic work. She continued to leave lasting impressions in acclaimed films such as The World, According to Garp, The Age of Innocence, and 6 Degrees of Separation. Through every role, Mary Beth Hurt brought compassion, sensitivity, and authenticity, creating performances that still resonate with audiences and continue to inspire actors and filmmakers today. Patrick Muldoon, the popular actor celebrated for his memorable roles in 1990s television dramas, has passed away at the age of 57. Reports shared by his family revealed that he suffered a suspected heart attack at his home in Los Angeles on Sunday morning. According to the account given by his sister, Muldoon was showering when the medical emergency occurred. After realizing he had been away for an unusual amount of time, his girlfriend checked on him and discovered him unconscious on the bathroom floor. Emergency responders arrived quickly, but paramedics were unable to revive him. Final projects and legacy. Even in recent years, Muldoon continued working actively in the entertainment industry. One of his final projects was the upcoming action movie Dirty Hands, which also stars Richards and is expected to release later this year. Shortly before his death, he announced on social media that he would executive produce a new film titled Cockroach, featuring Chris Hemsworth and Taron Egerton. His passing marks the loss of a recognizable actor whose work left a lasting impression on fans of television and film. Born Mark Ty Hildreth on November 1st, 1959, Van Hammer carved out a memorable place in professional wrestling with a personality fans could never ignore. Before stepping into the ring, he served in the United States Navy, where he developed the discipline and toughness that later became part of his wrestling identity. In the early 1990s, he entered the wrestling world after training under respected veterans Boris Malenko and Dan Spivey. Van Hammer quickly stood out in WCW with his rock star-inspired look, energetic style, and larger-than-life presence. During a time when wrestling characters were becoming more creative and unpredictable, he brought a unique energy that connected with many fans. As the industry changed, he reinvented himself by joining Raven's flock, showing a darker and more serious side of his character. While his career had different phases, he remained a recognizable figure from wrestling's most experimental era. Van Hammer passed away at the age of 66, leaving behind memories of a performer who embraced individuality and entertained fans in his own unforgettable way. Alan Jackson built his life and music on honesty, family values, and a deep love for traditional country sound. Born in the quiet town of Newnan, he never imagined that his songs would one day comfort millions of people across the world. His journey was not shaped by glamour or privilege, but by hard work, heartbreak, and unwavering faith. Through decades of success, personal loss, and health struggles, Alan remained grounded in the simple truths that made people connect with him in the first place. Even now, while facing a difficult neurological condition that affects his ability to perform, he continues to step onto the stage with courage and gratitude. His story is not only about fame or music, it is about resilience, love, and the quiet strength of a man who never forgot where he came from. Childhood in a humble home. Alan Eugene Jackson was born on October 17, 1958, in a modest family home built by his father. Life was simple, sometimes difficult, but filled with warmth and togetherness. His father worked long hours as a mechanic, while his mother cared for the household and their children with endless dedication. The family did not have luxuries, yet music and faith filled every corner of their lives. Gospel songs and classic country melodies became part of Alan's upbringing. Those early experiences shaped the emotional honesty that later defined his songwriting. Growing up in a small Georgia town gave him a deep appreciation for ordinary people and everyday struggles. Discovering music at a young age. As a child, Alan was shy and quiet, often blending into the background. Everything began to change when he received his first guitar. It was not an expensive instrument, but it opened a new world for him. He spent hours teaching himself chords and learning songs by legendary country artists. Music became more than entertainment. It became comfort and expression. He admired traditional voices like Hank Williams and George Jones because their songs felt genuine and heartfelt. Without realizing it, Alan was slowly building the musical identity that would one day make him one of country music's most respected artists. A life built on hard work. Before fame arrived, Alan lived an ordinary working-class life. He held several jobs, including construction work and retail positions, simply trying to support himself. Like many young men from small towns, he never assumed success would come easily. He married his high school sweetheart, Denise, and together they faced financial struggles while trying to build a future. Their life was filled with uncertainty, but also deep loyalty and determination. During those years, music remained a quiet dream rather than a realistic career path. Still, Alan continued writing songs because it was the one thing that truly felt natural to him. Moving to Nashville with hope. In the mid-1980s, Alan and Denise made a bold decision to leave Georgia and move to Nashville. They had very little money and no guarantee of success, but they carried hope with them. Alan worked in a mailroom while performing in small venues at night. Rejection became a regular part of his life. Record labels and publishers repeatedly turned him away. Yet Denise never stopped believing in him. Her support became the foundation that kept him moving forward during the hardest moments. Those difficult years in Nashville tested his patience, but they also strengthened his character and sharpened his songwriting. The opportunity that changed everything. Alan's breakthrough arrived through an unexpected encounter. Denise met legendary singer Glenn Campbell during one of her flights and spoke to him about her husband's music. Campbell agreed to listen to Alan's demo and recognized something special in his voice and writing. That small act of kindness opened doors that had been closed for years. Soon afterward, Alan received a recording contract. It was not instant stardom, but it was finally a chance to prove himself. For a man who had spent years struggling in silence, the moment felt life-changing. Rising as a traditional country star, Alan's debut album introduced audiences to a sound rooted deeply in classic country traditions. His songs felt sincere and relatable at a time when the genre was changing rapidly. Listeners connected with his calm voice, storytelling style, and refusal to chase trends. He quickly became known for preserving traditional country music, while many artists moved toward pop influences. Songs about family, love, heartbreak, and small-town life resonated with millions. Alan's success grew steadily because people trusted the honesty in his music. He never tried to create an image that felt artificial or exaggerated. The success of the 90s. Throughout the 1990s, Alan became one of country music's defining voices. Hit songs and successful albums established him as a major star while maintaining his humble personality. Fans loved that his music celebrated ordinary experiences instead of celebrity lifestyles. Concerts filled arenas across America, and his songs became part of people's memories and traditions. Despite enormous fame, Alan stayed connected to his roots. He continued wearing his signature cowboy hat and speaking with the same Georgia humility that fans admired. His authenticity became one of the biggest reasons for his lasting popularity. Protecting traditional country music. During a time when country music was becoming more commercialized, Alan remained committed to traditional sounds and storytelling. He admired legends who shaped the genre and often paid tribute to them through his own music. Rather than criticizing modern trends publicly, he simply continued making the kind of music he believed in. That quiet loyalty earned respect from fellow musicians and longtime country fans alike. Many people viewed him as a guardian of classic country values. His songs carried steel guitars, emotional lyrics, and simple truths that reminded listeners of country music's roots. A song that comforted America after the tragic events of September 11, 2001, Alan wrote one of the most emotional songs of his career, Instead of focusing on politics or anger, he expressed grief and confusion in a deeply human way. The song connected with people because it asked the same questions they were asking themselves. When he performed it publicly for the first time, the emotional response was overwhelming. Across the country, listeners found comfort in his words. The song became more than a commercial success. It became a shared moment of healing during a painful chapter in American history. The strength of his marriage. Alan often credited Denise as the reason his career and family survived the pressures of fame. Their marriage endured difficult seasons, including moments when they nearly lost each other emotionally. Instead of hiding those struggles completely, they chose honesty and worked to rebuild their relationship through faith and commitment. Over time, their bond grew stronger because they faced those challenges together. Denise remained his closest supporter through every career milestone and personal hardship. Their story became a reminder that lasting relationships require forgiveness, patience, and genuine effort from both people involved. Raising a family away from fame. Although Alan became a superstar, he tried to give his daughters a grounded and private upbringing. He wanted them to experience normal childhoods instead of growing up entirely in the spotlight. Family always came before career whenever possible. He attended important moments in their lives and protected them from unnecessary public attention. Fatherhood became one of the most meaningful parts of his identity. Behind the concerts and awards was a man deeply devoted to the people waiting for him at home. That commitment helped him stay emotionally balanced despite the chaos of fame. A tragic loss for the family. In 2018, Alan's family faced heartbreaking tragedy when his son-in-law, Ben Seligman, passed away unexpectedly. The loss deeply affected everyone, especially Alan's daughter Mattie. Watching his child experience such overwhelming grief was incredibly painful for him as a father. The family chose to mourn privately while supporting each other through the difficult period. Even with strong faith and close relationships, some losses leave permanent scars. The tragedy reminded Alan that fame and success cannot shield anyone from sorrow. It became one of the most painful chapters in the Jackson family's life. Living with a degenerative illness. In 2021, Alan publicly revealed that he had been living with Charcot-Marie tooth disease, a hereditary neurological condition that affects balance and muscle strength. The disease gradually impacts his movement and ability to perform comfortably on stage. Fans had already begun noticing changes in his physical condition during concerts. By speaking openly about it, Alan chose honesty over speculation. He explained that while the illness was not life-threatening, it would continue making everyday activities more difficult over time. His openness earned admiration from fans who appreciated his courage and sincerity. Continuing to perform. Despite challenges, Alan Jackson has never allowed hardship to completely separate him from the music he loves. Even after revealing his battle with Charcot-Marie tooth disease, he continued stepping onto stages and performing for audiences who had supported him for decades. Every concert became more physically demanding, requiring patience, strength, and determination. Simple movements that once felt effortless gradually became difficult, yet Alan refused to let those struggles silence his passion for singing. Fans noticed the changes immediately, but instead of responding with sadness alone, they offered admiration and deep respect. People were moved by the courage it took for him to continue performing despite visible discomfort. His concerts transformed into emotional experiences where every lyric carried greater meaning. Audiences understood that each appearance represented more than entertainment. It reflected dedication, resilience, and love for country music. Alan's voice still carried warmth and sincerity, reminding listeners why they connected with him in the first place. Even while facing uncertainty about his future, he approached performances with humility and gratitude. His willingness to continue sharing music during such a difficult chapter revealed the strength of his character and the deep bond he shares with generations of fans. A lasting influence on country music. Throughout his remarkable career, Alan Jackson helped protect the heart and soul of traditional country music during times when the genre was rapidly changing. While many artists embraced modern trends and crossover sounds, Alan stayed loyal to honest storytelling, classic melodies, and emotional authenticity. That commitment earned him lasting respect from listeners as well as fellow musicians. Today, many younger country artists openly credit him as one of their greatest inspirations. They admire the way he remained true to his roots without sacrificing success or popularity. His songs demonstrated that meaningful lyrics and genuine emotion could still connect deeply with audiences. Alan's influence can be heard in modern country music through artists who value sincerity over image and storytelling over trends. Beyond his musical style, he also inspired others through his quiet professionalism and humble personality. He never relied on controversy or attention-seeking behavior to remain relevant. Instead, he allowed his music to speak for itself. Over the years, his catalogue of songs became part of everyday life for countless fans, accompanying road trips, weddings, family gatherings, and moments of personal reflection. His legacy is not measured only through awards or sales numbers, but through the emotional connection his music created with ordinary people across multiple generations. Faith, family, and quiet gratitude. As life has become slower and more challenging physically, Alan Jackson has focused increasingly on the simple parts of life that matter most to him. Family remains at the center of his world, providing strength, comfort, and purpose during difficult times. He often spends quiet moments with his wife, children, and grandchildren, appreciating the relationships that sustained him throughout his journey. Fame may have brought success, but Alan has repeatedly expressed that personal connections hold far greater value. His faith has also remained a steady source of peace and perspective. Rather than speaking dramatically about life's hardships, he approaches them with calm acceptance and gratitude for the blessings he has experienced. Even while dealing with health struggles and personal losses, he continues showing kindness and humility. Fans admire not only his music, but also the grace with which he handles adversity. His life reflects the idea that true strength often comes from remaining grounded in faith, love, and appreciation for everyday moments. Alan Jackson's legacy extends far beyond entertainment because he represents honesty, resilience, and the enduring spirit of traditional country music. Long after the final concert ends, his songs and values will continue inspiring people who find comfort, understanding, and hope in the stories he shared through music.